caring for an aging parent comes with a mix of emotional and financial stress. NY1 reporter Victoria Manna takes a look at some help available to New Yorkers who are looking for better care.
You know, we would be the kids who would punch him in the stomach because his stomach was hard as a rock.
Okay, easy.
He can't tie his own shoes.
Lorraine Perez knows her father as two men. There's the one she knew growing up, a strong and independent Vietnam vet. And there's the 72-year-old he is now, so reliant on those around him. She says Medaldo Perez Jr. was working across the street from the World Trade Center on 9/11. And that is when she says his health started to decline.
He's had spinal surgery from the neck all the way down. His ability to walk has diminished to like 10%. He's in a wheelchair walker converter. Most recently, as of last week, he's had multiple TIAs, which are the small strokes in the brain, on top of being diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's.
Getting the care he needs comes with bureaucratic challenges. Some resulted in denied Medicaid. She says Medicare hasn't helped enough.
They gave him an aid 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. What is an aid for 3 hours a day going to really do?
As of a few weeks ago, Perez says her father's benefits ran out, forcing her mother, who is also not in good health, to help take care of her dad. Leaving Perez with a constant to-do list, despite the fact that she works multiple jobs. It's a situation many New Yorkers find themselves in.
It's a daunting process.
Lorraine Cortez Vasquez is the commissioner of the Department for the Aging. She says older adults make up 20% of the city's population. 1 in 4 older New Yorkers report mobility and self-care challenges. Through the city's Caregiver Program, the department helps New Yorkers navigate the best way to get assistance for an older loved one.
And the services include information and referral. The services could be as simple as that, a direction to another provider, or it can include home care services. It could even include respite care, which is, I'm a caregiver, I am doing this 7 days a week, I need a break, so that we give you a break and find someone to be in that home with your care recipient.
But Perez says our elderly population needs even more assistance federally to ease the burden on families.
I have no idea how I'm able to juggle everything I juggle on a daily basis.
I have no idea how she's able to do that either. Victoria is with us now. And first of all, it's heartbreaking to cover a story like this. So many New Yorkers are in this position, trying to have their own jobs and care for someone older than them and their family. How does the city help? How can they step in?
Well, the city says there's an increasing number of older adults. And one of the things the commissioner spoke about was how people who are taking care of a loved one don't necessarily think of themselves as a caregiver. They think of themselves as a daughter, as a son. So what the city does is really help you navigate the resources that are at hand for you. So maybe they help you book an accessoride. There's also recreational activities for your older relative, but also even a home aid if your older relative needs that.
Any financial help from the city?
Not necessarily financial help from the city, but what they do is they take a look at your income, and based on your income, what are the resources out there for you and your loved one?
Let's go over where New Yorkers who are watching might be able to get help. Where should they go? Who do they call? What's the website?
So they can go to Aging Connect. So it's 212-AGING NYC. So that number exactly is 212-244-6469.
It is really something. I feel like everyone knows someone who has taken care of a loved one, who might have to start taking care of a loved one. And sometimes it's temporary, sometimes it becomes a forever thing.
And as she said, while trying to juggle everything else that she has going on in her own life, her own full-time job, her own social life, and this really becomes a second full-time job for so many people, not to mention you're also dealing, like she said, with the stress, the emotional stress of understanding your new relationship with this person. Like she knew her dad one way and now she knows him another way.
Absolutely. Do you feel like there's any optimism there?
I do. I think she's the woman that we spoke to there, Lorraine. She's very strong. She's very strong-minded. She calls herself the rock in her family, and I think that a lot of New Yorkers find themselves in that situation, whether it be, their siblings maybe at that point have a lot going on. Maybe their siblings don't live next to their parents, so they kind of have to act as the rock in these situations.
All right, Victoria, thank you. And our stories on aging come